Hello and welcome to Squidly Bits, our second channel where we usually post the bestest of the best tutorials on the internet. Today I thought that I would share somewhat of a dream project for me with you guys, and that is my Blood Angels army. And before you guys are like, oh my god, that's not even Blood Angels, that's Flesh Tearers. Flesh Tearers, what are they? A successor chapter to Blood Angels. So, when did I freaking start this project? I made this army about a year ago. For a few videos, I taught you guys some secret tips on how to paint black armor, red armor, and everything like that. And then I decided, hey, I want to accomplish my childhood dream of winning Best in Show at a big tournament with my Blood Angels. So I finished the army and I didn't win. That doesn't matter because I'm super happy that I have my Blood Angels army. Because this is something that I have been wanting to do ever since I was a child. Blood Angels was actually my first ever army that I started collecting. And I pretty much had the entire range except for the Sanguinius mini. I never got that one, but I had Astaroth, I had Lemartes, I had the captain guy, I had the apothecary with the chalice. So this is really a childhood dream come true for me to just finish my Blood Angels army and have a 2000 point list. Just seeing when Games Workshop released the brand new kits, it just sparked something inside me and I couldn't release it until I had finished it. Safe to say that I am hooked on the plastic. And regarding the color scheme of this one, I wanted to keep it really classic Flesh Tearers mood. You know, rocking the red armor that's super deep and super punchy with like the black shoulder pads, the black backpack and the green eyes. And from there I was like, hey, if I have a red armor that's super deep and vibrant, what if I make it even cooler by making super green bases? And fittingly enough, the Flesh Tearers actually work from a jungle planet filled with like big ass monsters and shit. So the jungle bases just really help frame the entire army, I feel like. And speaking of the cool bases, you know that I have a love for making dreadnoughts literally fly or like jump. I did that for my Black Templars and it got so much love that I just felt that I had to do it again with my Blood Angels. So I made my little dreadnought as like a silverback gorilla, a black dreadnought with a silvery back, jumping and swinging in a tree. To keep it a bit more interesting, because you can't just have plain old boring chainswords, I decided to make hazard stripes on every single sword in this entire freaking army. It's safe to say that it took a bit more time than I would have expected. And on top of that, you know that you can like just 3D print Flesh Tearers shoulder pads and just paint them, right? Well, I don't like details. So I decided to freehand all the insignia instead, and that was probably a bad idea because it meant that I had to spend even more time doing freehands instead of painting other shit. Maybe I did some stupid decisions throughout this army, but I'm really happy with it. And if you wanna actually see how I painted these chainsaws, we've actually made a tutorial. This one, check it out. You can also see how I painted power swords, but better than some of the ones in the army that I literally painted 5 minutes before the first game of the tournament started. Yeah, check out the tutorial. I should have. And speaking of other things to check out, this week's awesome sponsor, the mobile tactical Warhammer 40,000 game Tacticus. If you're someone like me who just loves to play Warhammer all the time but just feel like you can't get enough of that fix, Tacticus is the game for you. It's a turn-based tactical strategy game set in the eternal conflict of Games Workshop's Warhammer 40,000 universe. You bring some of the most powerful warriors of the universe into lightning-fast tactical skirmish battles where only superior battle tactics can deliver victory. And people, Lord Marshal Dreyer just arrived in the game. So if you want to whoop the buttocks of your opponents with some awesome Krieg champions, now you can do it in style with Baron Dreyer. Even better, if you enter the code SQUIDMARSHAL, you'll receive some pretty sleek looking rewards and perks in the game. So people, what are you waiting for? Download the game and try it out yourself. It's honestly so much fun and it fixes my Warhammer tug whenever I'm in doubt. You can either follow the QR code here on the screen or follow the link in the video description. And don't forget, the Lord Marshal is coming for you. Also, something that I really love about this little army is like this one for sure. Yeah, this is my brother Tycho, the golden boy of the Blood Angels. The one who was supposed to be the next guy, like the one and only, if Dante wouldn't, like, you know. And I really felt that this guy deserved to be in Primaris armor. So when they released the Blood Angels captain, I was like, hey bro, I'm just gonna sculpt the face mask on him, put one of these flag posts on him, give him a power fist and the big combi melta gun. And this is actually one of the minis that started this army. Painting gold NMM when I want to have at least Dante and 3 Sanguinary Guard might have not been the bestest of ideas. And then when I had finished all those 4 and Erasmus Tycho, I was like, I need Blade Guard Veteran, and they are, you know, Sanguinary Guard. So I painted Gold NMM Blade Guard Veteran as my Sanguinary Guard as well. It's an iconic mini. It's iconic. And something a bit fun with this army that we need to talk about is, you know, scouts, the puny little guys in Space Marine armies. They are kind of expensive and I don't have any cookies. I couldn't pay for them. So what I did instead is I bought a pack of Sanctuary Enforcers and played as my scouts, because they're like half the price. And I think they look freaking cool. And I put the chapter insignia on like the torso ring thingy. It adds like another depth of scale to the army as well, because the scouts are kind of big, but these ones actually fit the scale, I think. You guys might have seen the video, and I said it before, I didn't win with this army. And I feel like one thing that I should have done differently is just spent more time on it. One of the biggest challenges with this one was that I just had to stay up the night before the actual tournament to finish it. And that's never a good sign. But overall, pretty freaking happy with this army.
I feel like one of the things that would have helped is not going to Monte the same week as you had the tournament.
Yeah, but I won fucking 3 medals in Monte, so this is to like summarize this one and highlight some minis that I really like. I have to say, the Erasmus Tycho, I think this is my favorite mini in the entire army. It's a close second with the Dante, because I really like how the NMM armor turned out on him. I mean, I do like the Gabriel Seth conversion. It's super subtle. I don't think anyone maybe noticed it unless you're like a die-hard Flesh Tearers fan. You can't have a Flesh Tearers army without Gabriel Seth. As far as it comes to freaking Mephiston, this is such a nice mini. I would have loved to have more time to make it look prettier, because I kind of rushed this one. I don't think Mephiston deserves to being rushed like that. But overall, it's such a nice mini. I would have loved to paint it again. And I thought I would do like a super sneaky little thing for you all who know the deep lore. My Terminator captain, I actually converted to be the first founder of the Flesh Tearers. So he was rocking the double power fist with the... Yeah, I think it turned out pretty cool. That's my army.
Do you think you'll ever get the chance to polish it and finish it?
No. So for me, I have a really hard time like going back to projects. If I've said that I've finished them, I really dislike painting on them again, because it's like I've already moved on. So I don't think I'll ever put another brush stroke on this army. Maybe, who knows, maybe I'll add more units to it, and like then I'll obviously have to paint more units. But I don't think I'll paint more than these minis. They're like a finished chapter. And as I've said before in this video, if you want to paint this army just like I did, there's gold NMM tutorials on this channel, exactly like how I painted the gold. You have the red armor tutorial, you have the black armor tutorial, you have all of the weapons in the 3 weapons video that we released. What more could you freaking ask for? Obviously, because there's tutorials on everything, all of the paints used for this entire army can all be found in our freaking paint sets. How awesome isn't that? Check it out, paint your army just like this one, make it look better than mine, unless you Steve. But with that said, thank you all the patrons, you guys are absolute living legends, especially the top donors. And go down to the comment section, leave a comment on what army showcase you guys want to see next. And with that said, have a great day, bye!